And welcome back to Political Arena, where power, politics, and profits collide. For over a decade, Nigeria has been drowning in the black gold paradox. Trillions spent, but not a drop of refined hope. Now, in the age of the almighty Dangote Refinery, hailed as Africa's game changer, the headlines are on fire again. But this time, not because of petrol scarcity, not because of subsidy, but because of a new war. A war of labor, a war of dollars versus Naira, and a war between unions and one of Africa's richest men. So, is this refinery our long-awaited savior, or just another money-guzzling monster in disguise? Buckle up, because today's story is as hot as a leaking pipeline. Come with me. Now let's rewind the tape. From 2010 to 2020, Nigeria reportedly spent 11.34 trillion naira on rehabilitating its 4 refineries. Yes, you heard that right. 11 trillion. That's more than the combined annual budgets of some West African countries. Yet, all that spending, the refineries are still as productive as a broken tap. Not one has been able to meet even domestic demand. The Westage set the stage for Dangote's private refinery, celebrated as the messiah of Nigeria's petroleum woes. But today, that messiah is under the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Now, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASSAN, has come out swinging. In a fiery statement signed by its General Secretary, Lumumba Okubawa, the union accused Dangote Refinery of anti-labor practices. According to PENGASSAN, over 800 Nigerian workers were unjustly sacked and replaced with more than 2,000 Indian workers. Even more alarming, the union claims many of these foreign workers lack valid immigration papers. In their words, instead of valuing and retaining his workforce, management has chosen to undermine Nigerians, destroying livelihoods and ignoring the Labour Act. Now, for a refinery that was celebrated as a Nigerian pride project, this allegation has hit like a thunderbolt. But Dangote Petroleum Refinery is not sitting quietly. In a strongly worded rebuttal, the company insisted that this was not about union busting or victimization. Instead, Dangote's management says it was about safety. According to their statement, there had been intermittent cases of sabotage in different units of the refinery. Sabotage with dire consequences for human life and operational safety. The company claims only a small number of staff were affected, while over 3,000 Nigerians still work at the facility. Dangote also pointed to its graduate trainee programs and experienced higher recruitments as proof that it remains committed to Nigerian workers. And on the issue of unionism, Dangote says workers are free to join or not to join, stressing that they uphold global labor rights. So who do you believe? The fiery union or the billionaire refinery? As if that wasn't enough, Dangote Refinery threw another bombshell. The company announced it would suspend sales of petrol in Naira. Why? Because while they buy crude oil in US dollars, they had been selling petrol in Naira, creating what they called a currency mismatch. In other words, Dangote is saying we can't keep selling in Naira if our crude suppliers want dollars. The refinery assured Nigerians that this is temporary and sales in Naira will resume once the Nigerian National Petroleum Company (NNPC) allocates crude priced in local currency. But for a country where over 133 million people live in multidimensional poverty, this raises a painful question. If petrol is sold in dollars, who really benefits from this refinery? Nigerians or foreign exchange traders? PENGASSAN has responded with firepower. The the union has ordered a total halt in gas and crude supply to the Dangote Refinery. The Nigeria Gas Infrastructure Company (NGIC) has been instructed to shut valves immediately. Loading operations for vessels leading to Dangote suspended. This is no longer just a labor dispute. This is full-blown standoff. Labor versus Africa's richest man. Dangote also accused PENGASSAN of attempting to sabotage the country's energy supply chain, following a directive issued by the union to its members to cut off crude oil and gas supplies to the refinery. Now here's where it gets interesting for you, our political arena community. If Dangote Refinery cannot sell in Naira, does this defeat the whole point of having a local refinery in the first place? Is PENGASSAN fighting for Nigerian workers, or are they just flexing union muscles for political influence, or are they even fighting for their pockets? And the big one, after 11 trillion naira spent on dead refineries, is Nigeria about to fall into another trap of monopoly? Let's have your thoughts in the comments. Is Dangote Refinery Nigeria's blessing, or our biggest curse in disguise? Please do well to drop a comment, subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, stay sharp, stay woke, and keep the fire of accountability burning. Subscribe, like, share, and be a part of the conversation in the comments. See you on the next one.